Hey everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be looking at some beautiful spring perfumes that every woman needs in her collection or should at least give a try in my opinion. So get yourself comfortable, grab a wee drink, and before we start with the perfumes themselves, I would actually like to give a big thanks to Teddy Blake for gifting me this beautiful handbag. I am just so over the moon with this bag, you guys. So as you can see, this is the bag here. I'll just show you a wee close up there. I really wanted something nice and pastel coloured for springtime, and I really love it. It has the gold hardware on there. Beautiful little details. So Teddy Blake's bags are made with premium quality Italian leather. The craftsmanship is incredible, but the great thing about Teddy Blake is they don't add excessive markups to their prices, so you can be sure that you're paying for a quality product as opposed to paying for an expensive label. Something I quite like about Teddy Blake's bags in general is the fact that they don't have big logos on the bags. They're very subtle, they are very classy looking, very sophisticated, and I don't know about you, but I think this bag is absolutely stunning. It's fairly dressy, I would say, but to be honest, I think this would do a casual kind of lunch as well, or maybe going for coffee. I just think it's a really nice versatile bag, and I am having a wee night away tomorrow night actually, so I'm quite excited to bring this along with me. The Kim has this sort of clip fastening here, so it opens out like this, and that's the bag inside. It does come with a long strap that you can add on as well to wear it like crossbody style or like over the shoulder, which again adds to the versatile nature of the bag. It's really quite nice. For me personally, I think I'll probably just hold it like this when I actually wear it, or I might even kind of put it on the crook of my arm like this. So yeah, that is my gorgeous new wee bag from Teddy Blake there. I absolutely love it. I also adore my other Teddy Blake bag as well. They have so many different colours and styles, so I feel like there would be something on there to suit everybody. So a big thanks again to Teddy Blake. Thank you for sending me this bag. I will be cherishing it, of course. And now moving on with today's spring perfumes that I feel every woman needs in her collection. The first fantastic fragrance we have today is this beauty here, Fiori from Armani. Now, to me, this just embodies spring, you guys. It is this beautiful, creamy, sweet, slightly powdery, fruity, floral, vanillic. Just an absolutely delightful scent. I really do enjoy this one, and it really does remind me of spring. The only thing with this one is sometimes I can find it a little bit too sweet, but when I am in the mood for this one, I really do enjoy it. It's a really gorgeous one. You do get a lot of that creamy vanilla with the fruity notes. I believe it's kind of is it a berry sort of black currant, I think is the note in here. This is just such a nice, sweet, creamy, slightly powdery, fruity, floral type of a scent. Really very stunning, and it definitely embodies springtime. And this is actually the only C that I own from the line now. I used to own the original. That one used to be like my signature scent actually, before I had like a perfume collection. I'm pretty sure that was the only one I owned. But now this is the only one I have from the line. It's certainly a really nice one. I know they've released a new, is it the Eclat? Is it the Rouge? Si Passione Eclat, I think is the newest one. I think I've briefly sprayed it. I don't remember it being anything wow, but maybe I need to give it a proper try. The Si Passione, I don't think I was wowed by that one either. So I would probably say at the moment this is my favourite from the line, seeing as it's the only one from the line that I own. But anyway, that's Si Fiori, a really stunning, sweet, powdery, fruity, floral type of scent, perfect for the springtime. Next up today we have Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet, and this is a really gorgeous light, uplifting, springtime scent, and to be fair, this would also be great for the summer. So out of all of the Muglerlands, to me, this is kind of the most light-hearted, easygoing version. You have a really interesting cooling pear note in here that I think is really quite strong, and it's really complemented by the refreshing lavender note as well. So overall, this fragrance is quite uplifting to me. Quite bright in a way. You still have that signature Muglerland DNA in here, but overall this one is dewier, more light-hearted. You have the peony in here as well. You don't have as many of those heavier base notes in here, you know, so you don't really have any of the licorice. You don't have those heavy notes at all in here, so it's overall much lighter. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's anything super special, but it certainly is a really nice, pleasant, everyday scent, perfectly suited to the spring and summer, and that's Muglerland Sparkling Bouquet. Next up today we have another fragrance of a similar mood to Sparkling Bouquet, I would say, and that's Chloe Lowe. This is a fantastic fragrance, you guys, particularly for it being an EDT. For some reason, I always forget that this one's actually an EDT. It's really good. Now, this one reminds me of a crystal blue lake in the middle of a forest clearing with flower petals scattered over top. It really is beautiful, and there's a really strong aquatic nature in here, which I think really makes it perfect for those warmer days. It has a kind of uplifting, happy-go-lucky feeling about it, which reminds me of springtime, but this would also be a fantastic fragrance for the summer. It's just really light and airy, easygoing. Quite romantic as well in a way, just because it's so dreamy. It makes me daydream about beautiful scenes. It's just so beautiful, you guys. I'm going to spray a wee bit. So actually, this is the only Chloe that I now own. I used to own quite a few Chloes, but they ended up kind of irritating me. The original Chloe was just a bit too strong for me in the end. Love Story, I didn't really like. After a while, I found that it had this strong kind of jasmine-y smell about it. I don't think jasmine's listed in that one, but to me it came off as this very persistent, sharp, white floral type of scent, whether it's jasmine or something else, but I didn't really like that one in the end. This one, however, is just so beautiful, honestly. You have this kind of peony sort of scent in here, maybe a bit of rose. But the thing that really makes this one stand out to me is that aquatic quality that this has. I believe it might have some lychee in here. And it's got a really beautiful subtle sweetness in here as well, that's not too much. Overall, this is the kind of fragrance that I find very soothing. I find it very cooling. So on a warm, sunny day, this one is perfect. If you're the sort of person that gets headaches easily with fragrances, and if you're looking for something a bit softer, something a bit more subtle, and something with a nice cooling, refreshing feeling about it, I would definitely give this one a try. Not only does it embody spring and summer to me, but it's also a really beautiful, subtle, soothing, refreshing type of scent. Perfect for every day, whether you're going to work. I would definitely say that this one is office safe. I can see this fragrance being suited to most jobs, or alternatively you could wear this out somewhere nice. It's a really beautiful, versatile, pleasant, feminine, bubbly, dewy, aquatic, fruity, floral type of scent. Perfect for spring and summer. The next springtime scent that every woman needs in her perfume collection is Delina Exclusif from Parfums de Marly. Now, I absolutely adore this fragrance, you guys. Funnily enough, it's not one that I wear all that much, kind of because I'm always reserving it for more special occasions, I suppose. But it is a stunning one nonetheless, and I cherish it in my collection. Wow, so you have the perfect balance of fruity notes in here with your florals, your woody notes, a little bit of incense as well, and I believe there's amber in the base. So it's a really complex, interesting, well-balanced, well-rounded fragrance. And because of its rosy, fruity sort of nature, it does remind me of springtime. It even makes me think of like maybe a springtime wedding or something like that. It has that sort of feeling about it. Very, very romantic, very, very feminine, very strong as well, so you really don't need to spray too much of this one. This one is just absolutely stunning. I would recommend giving this one a try, and I would recommend sampling the original Delina because you know, you might find that you prefer one more than the other. For me, I prefer the Exclusif. I just feel it suits my personality a bit better. Just a stunning powdery rose fruity fragrance with some woody vanillic nuances in there. It's really very beautiful. What I would say as well though is you can purchase a dupe of the scent from Juliana's Perfume. This is a really good dupe. They do also have a dupe for the original Delina. They're both really fantastic fragrances, so if you're wanting a scent like this but you don't want to pay this sort of price, because obviously these ones are not cheap, then I would suggest checking out Juliana's Perfume. I have done a dedicated video on reviewing them, which I'll try and remember to leave a wee card to. But yeah, you can get this sort of experience from Juliana's Perfume for a fraction of the price. I just thought I'd quickly mention that because, you know, it's not cheap. So there you have it. That is Juliana's Perfume Inner Beauty Exclusif, and they do also have one called Inner Beauty, which is a dupe for the original Delina. I personally find that the dupe for original Delina is better than Inner Beauty Exclusif. This one was maybe 90% similar, whereas their dupe for the original Delina was more like 100% similar. But anyway, I thought I'd mention that just to give you the option. But it's just stunning. I'm gonna try and wear it more actually because, you know, it's sort of sitting there, not really getting worn. And I do feel like springtime is a fantastic time of year to wear Delina Exclusif. Next today we have Alien EDT from the House of Mugler. This is a beautiful version of Alien for the warmer months. Spring and summer, I would really recommend checking this one out. It basically has that same core DNA of Alien in there. It's really beautiful, but it has slightly more emphasis on the citrus notes. So it's overall brighter, it's not as heavy, it doesn't really have that warm ambery base in there. So overall it's just a bit lighter, but it still definitely has that substance to it and it has a lot of character in there. So this is a beautiful version of Alien. This was the first one I got actually, and through trying this one I then fell in love with the EDP. So yeah, that's how it happened for me. I actually got to know the EDT first, and I then decided to add the EDP into my collection. So this was a really fantastic starting point. I'm trying to remember if this was my first Mugler perfume. I think it might have been, but it's a really, really good one, and the lasting power is incredible. This one to me performs like an EDP, except it's just got more emphasis on the citrusy notes. I wouldn't say that it's like a citrusy fragrance, but it changes the mood of it. It just makes it a bit more uplifting, more versatile and easy to wear day to day. Whereas the original Alien EDP for me is more intoxicating, it's a deeper mood, it's maybe more like an evening fragrance. I mean, I wear that one during the day as well, but just to give you an idea of the mood. But this is a fantastic version of Alien for sure. It almost has a slightly dewy feeling to it as well. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I mean, it basically just smells like Alien, but it's brighter, more versatile, easier to wear, not as intoxicating and serious. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning, you guys. I would really, really recommend giving this one a try, even if you weren't a fan of the EDP. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily blind buy this, but I would still give it like a chance because it's much easier to wear than the EDP, and it's definitely more suited to the spring and summer months. Next today is Tenue de Soirée from Gutel, and this is a really fantastic springtime scent. To be honest, I think it's versatile enough to wear all year round, but there's something about this that's really nice and uplifting for the springtime. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I would say this is the best fruity patchouli type of scent that I've come across to date. It kind of reminds me of, if you imagine YSL Mon Paris, that sort of really sweet, fruity, patchouli type of scent, if you imagine something like that. But this one is much less sweet than the Mon Paris. It's more sophisticated, it's more elegant, it's better blended. Overall, to me, it's a much better version. I don't think I'll bother with the Mon Paris, or maybe I will one day, I don't know. But to me, just to give you an idea of the comparison, to me this one is just sort of the leveled up version of that perfume. Super nice with those very like crisp, authentic fruity notes in there. It's really not too sweet. There's a subtle sweetness in this fragrance, but it's really not too much. I believe that might be coming from the caramel notes that they have in here, but like I say, it's just super sophisticated. In fact, it does remind me quite a lot of the mood of Coco Mademoiselle, for example, but to me this one's more unique and it's just better overall. So I'd really recommend giving this one a try. This line of perfumes is fantastic. I own 3 from this line. Somebody told me there was like a new one from this pom-pom line. I haven't actually seen it around yet, but that would be super exciting if that is the case. Next we have Lipstick Fever from Juliette Has A Gun. Now this is a beautiful feminine fragrance, very versatile, perfect for like day-to-day wear. It's the type of fragrance you don't have to really think too much into wearing. It's just that pleasant, casual, everyday type of scent. You have your raspberry notes in here, you have your iris note as well, you have your woody notes, and overall it gives this sort of feeling of lipstick or makeup, but it's still very perfumey. So it's just a really fantastic, easy reach that I think is particularly nice and lighthearted for the springtime, and that's Juliette Has A Gun Lipstick Fever. And last up today, but by no means least, we have this beauty here from Narciso Rodriguez. It's the For Her EDP in the limited edition generous spray size. So I actually had a bit of trouble trying to decide on a fragrance from this house because actually I feel like all of them would be perfect for spring, to be honest. But I decided on this one because there's something slightly dewy about this fragrance. It has a bright element in there from the bergamot, it has that nice powdery floral aspect in there from the osmanthus, but it's still very sensual and alluring with that prominent musky note as well. This one is just absolutely stunning. There is a bit of sweetness in here, I believe, coming from the orange blossom, and overall it's a fragrance I feel like I couldn't really be without. I think in particular these Narciso fragrances are ideal for the springtime because you know, the weather's not too hot, but it still allows those nice like floral aspects of the fragrance to shine. With that being said, I do think the Narciso fragrances are versatile enough to wear all year round, but I think for springtime in particular I would pick the For Her EDP as being the one I would kind of recommend. Like I say, this is a fragrance I feel like I couldn't really be without, so let me know in the comments if you've tried it. I prefer this EDP over the EDP. I did finally get around to trying the EDP, and I definitely prefer this one here. The EDP has more of a kind of slightly vintage, dreamy, powdery kind of quality to it. To me, they're very different. This one's a bit more modern, it's more sensual, it's more seductive, and I kind of just prefer the EDT, to be honest, so this is the one I would suggest. So there we have it, those are my top spring fragrances I believe every woman needs in her collection or should at least give a try. I really hope you enjoyed the video, thank you so much for stopping by, thank you for all of your wonderful support as well and your beautiful comments, it really means so much to me, and hearing from you guys always makes my day, so thank you so much for that. And of course a big thanks again to Teddy Blake for this beautiful bag. I have everything linked in the description box below if you want to treat yourself to one of these bags, and you can use my discount code TBSally30 for $30 off the non-sale items. So thanks again for stopping by, take care, and I cannot wait to see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!